y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is, but there's one thing that I did not know about this man. First of all, I don't even know how to say his name, so we're not going to talk about that. What we all going to talk about is the man's drip. Now, the drip is ridiculous. Now, check the drip. My man got the dragon skin. Now, a Xeon, it looks like armor, right? And it looks like, you know, like a seductive dancer. But this man, oh, stop it. Stop it. I mean, looking like an Egyptian. He look, as the quote says, my man is looking like wealth. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we are here today to talk about this brand new Dragon Emperor Knight. I just call them the Dragon Bloods, you know, because that's kind of how I feel about him. So let's go back to his original thing, and I just wanted to show something as to be transparent. Now let's say it right here that this man's rating is 3.6. I don't know if I can check. I mean, I could just skip around or something, you know, just click around a little bit, you know. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say that he might have the worst rating of all the Fated characters. I highly doubt that there's anyone with a worse rating. He actually might have the worst rating of the Fated and Legendaries combined. I'm pretty sure there's probably not a Legendary that even has a rating that low. Who is this? Can I wait? Who? Okay. Oh, focus. So the question then becomes: is his Fated core enough to change the game? Is it enough to take a character that is deemed doo-doo by the community and then risen up into the levels? Because technically, Xeon is a really crappy unit. No way you're using Xeon on his base unit. You're not using Xeon on his base unit. He's trash, absolutely trash. And his base unit is really good. You get the FC, you know, it's kind of like a boost. Now, if this guy is like Xeon, is it enough to change the game? Let's go to the skill, shall we? Let's look at the animations. Beautiful. I like it. Then now the passive is mana absorb. I know it's gonna scroll. The scroll. We already know how the Great One works. We know how the Dragon Blood works. Wrath, Dragon Scale. One of my bigger videos, the unique passives video. Pretty much, if I want to just summarize it while it's scrolling, everyone in that row is going to get a Dragon Blood stack, and then they stack every time they get attacked. And then if you attack him, you will get a counter 70% of damage for each one that is on everybody. That's pretty much all it is, but it's annoying because the Wrath thing, it says once every turn, but that is not true. It does not work like that currently in the game. I definitely think they need to change that. It's like every turn for everyone's turn, and I feel like it's like a typo. I understand it's once every of that person's turn, but it makes no sense that it's once every turn that can happen. Even if you're broken, by the way, even if you're broken, it will still trigger it. So I think that's dumb. Anywho, let's investigate the Mana Absorb 3. Now the Mana Absorb 3, I'm gonna hold it there for you guys, is that he removes a buff, and as you guys saw, I demonstrated this. I'll try to demonstrate it in this video as well. Very easy to demonstrate it, is that as soon as a buff comes on, I don't know multiple buffs, and that's the only thing that I need to check, is if multiple buffs get stripped. I definitely know if one buff goes on, it takes that one buff, and you will get that buff, and then you will gain mana depending on those two situations. Whether your health, if the target's health is high, or if the target's health is low. And not only will you take the buff, you will gain mana as well. So it's a really cool thing. It's pretty much you're gaining mana off your turn, regardless of your element. So that's what's really strong and unique about it. This will strive in a meta that is buff heavy. But even with this passive, the Dragon Scale passive, unfortunately, that barrier that is generated is not absorbed by mana absorption, and it really should be, but it is not. I have tested that and it does not work that way. It should, because it's a barrier, which is a buff, but I don't know why it does not work that way. It's just really annoying in my opinion, but you know, what can we do? That's how they have it coded in the game. Next up is going to be White Rebellion, which is the same skill. It has the same scaling and it does the same thing, but it just looks a little bit different. Woo! That looks so clean. So it's just a AoE damage over time. The reason why the skill is somewhat good, it's a 2 mana AoE dark check pretty much. It's going to check every character and see if they have dark. If you're playing PvE and you know it's a stage where it's dark, You definitely want to have skills like this to enable you to get breaks easily. I'll show you his base stats and we'll compare him to some other characters as well. And you can kind of get a glimpse of like, he's not going to die in like one hit. So he can probably take a little bit of a punishment before that. Last but not least, Harmageddon. You can't make this up. Now this is a single target nuke. It's not a strong nuke, it's 375, but the damage over time, as you can see, 112% of the damage. That is a very, very strong damage over time. As I've stated before when I first picked them up, is that you will almost 100% die if you don't cleanse that. That is a lot of damage. If you can even think of how much other nukes do, and it's above 100%, and that's over 5 turns, and that's every turn that ticks. So yes, you will die 100%. But now the new animation is cool because it's like summons the angels on you. It's sick. Woo! And then it gets creepy. Well, this animation long. Oh, that looks like Squad Gang. Oh, that looks too cool. That part looks stupid. I think that's the only issue that I have with it. It's just like they just kind of like jump on them and then it explodes. It would make more sense if they were like turning into energy, like a not an arrow, but like a big essence of mass energy, and then they exploded, or a bunch of mini explosions and a big explosion. Then them just kind of sitting there. Let's just watch it one more time, just cause you know. That picture right there, that might be the thumbnail. That looks too clean. It's him like down there. That looks too clean. But then again, you got this picture also when it's like Squad Gang. Oh, oh man, I don't know. It's taking too long. It's like, what is that? That just makes no sense. That's, you know, definitely not working for him. Now, I just want to put this out there, is that the fate cores do give the character additional stats. So when we look at this and just look at this 5584, 922, 796, right? And I'm gonna unequip it.
To teach you? How much?
How much money? What do you want, money? So the fate cores do give additional stats. Oh yeah, by the way, we definitely have FC Anna. I do have a question for you guys. Please help me out. Wait, let me plead with my face. This is my original Anna, right? But then eventually I finally got to the pity. I wasn't gonna waste your guys' time with that, right? And now this is my other Anna.
You want me to teach you?
Level 1, right? Now,
much?
if you notice that the other one has machine weakness and this one has dark weakness. So obviously it would be better if I use this one, because I mean, maybe not with the current meta. If this guy becomes popular, right? I'd be like, no, go back to machine. Now that I think about it, maybe I should should just stay with machine, right? You know, I still think dark is not too popular. I still think it's a really good guardian stone to have. I'd rather switch it. I do lose resources as far as like, you know, I lose resources here, but it's weird that this one says transcend, right? This one doesn't. I know if I were to unlock her, I know I can transcend it. No, I can't. So wait, what? Like I don't get it. I don't want to like do anything and like lose the character. I think I have the fake core skin, so it's like I know it's there. But let's see if I unlock you, go back here and transcend. It worked? Like I don't get it. I just don't. Pretty much, I don't want to lose the fake core. So just someone let me know what that is, so I don't make a mistake. And no, I'm not listening to the first person that responds. I'll wait until there's a cumulative amount of people so I can make the right decision. Anywho, let's look at his base stat at 75. I don't like to do 100 because it's like there's a lot of investment that you have to get to even get to that point. So as you can see, his attack speed is very low, 32 attack speed. He does have a lot of critical hit. Really? 280? Is that higher than Rudley? What? Taking my glasses. What? Wait a minute. That is a ridiculous amount of crit, dude. Holy god. I mean, especially if you think about Dark Break. Dark Break gives you mana when you attack them, so like, ugh, ooh. There's some crazy stuff that you do with that. That is a crazy. Hit is 100, dodge 105. What's that block looking like? Block is abysmal. He's not blocking anything. Oh, and I said he was a support. He's not a support. I was thinking of Emma. He's chaos. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, that's revolutionary. So let me compare him to another chaos unit, just like Janae. Very close. He's 4.8. What about Valentina? Interesting. I'm assuming Baraka. Wait, 120. Why does he have such a high crit? Why is this crit so damn high? Holy, that's so weird. Bro, we gotta test that. Like, we definitely gotta test that. I'm about to level him up a little bit. We're gonna test that out real quick. You know I love you. You know I love you that I'm doing this because not that many people will. Well, when you look at this thing here, perfect timing. All right, so for retrospect, what we're gonna try here is that we are going to look at the crit of all these characters. My Redley has 20. Oh God. We know the boy Bailey got 280. Sharpie has 120. Dev has 120. Anna has 90. All right, I realized how dumb that was. What we're gonna do, instead of me trying to count each attack or whatever, is how often they crit in general. I think that's just a little bit easier. So we're just gonna count how many crits that each character does. A lot easier. A lot easier. So out of that whole fight, Redley crit once, Bailey crit once, and Anna crit once. Those are terrible numbers. Let's do another round. That time going around, Bailey crit twice. Sharpie didn't crit once the first time, but she crit twice in that match as well. But she has 120. And Redley seems to always crit at least once, even though he has the least. He has 20 crit hit. So let us do one last fight. All right, and there we go. So this time, Redley critted not at all. Anna didn't crit, and Bailey crit twice, and Sharpie didn't crit at all this time. So over three runs, he crit 5 times. Redley crit twice, and Redley's really bad, and it makes sense he only has 20 because Redley he has a counter, and the other people do not have a counter. So he's actually, when the boss hit him, he would attack back. To only have crit twice in 3 fights is kind of, you know, makes sense. He only has 20 crit. Sharpie has 120 crit twice. From what I saw that entire time, Deva with 120 only crit once. So it literally is that he crits the most, but he never crit on any of his abilities, which kind of sucks. You know, it makes it seem like there's some type of glitch there, but that's neither here nor there. Now, what is really important about that fact? What did we learn from that? Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. We learned something really important is that one, once he gets other gear, his crit hit is going to obviously go higher, and that is going to be crazy. His crit damage is going to go higher depending on the gear that he has. Most importantly is that with the fake core skin is that the Wraith, or the Wrath, it's Wrath, why do I keep saying Wraith? Evolve, come back please. The reason why I'm saying it is because, as I showed in another video, is that the Wrath can actually crit. So his Wrath potentially more dangerous than anyone else's in the group. Zeon's is probably not as high. We saw Anna's is at 90. Let me just check Zeon's, I guess, for transparency. His crit hit is 20, but I'm almost feel like 100% sure that it's probably boosted by his fake core skin if you have it on. I don't know that there's a way to see. Let me see if I can check fake cores, like their actual base stats. No, all I can do is raise the attack and defense HP of like you enhancing the skin, but I can't see, you know, maybe this button? No, that just brings me back here. But yeah, I can't see it. So if that's his base, anyone that FC Zeon, please let me know. But that would mean that he's one of the more dangerous Dragon Blood characters because his Wrath will literally has a very, very high chance of critting. I think that that's very interesting, and I think that, you know, no one's talking about that. A lot of people, you know, this is why I do the reviews, because I go in depth, baby. Yes. Let's bring him into one PvP match and go into deep depression. And we are in ZEUZ 3, by the way. So, all right, let's see. So let's see if we can find someone that's weak to the darkness. I mean, I don't even really want to fight. Can I fight a non? Yeah, let's fight this team just because there's no thing in there. I don't have to. I can throw my AOE and not feel bad about it, right? So let's just check this out, and this will be the last little test. Yeah. All right, so actually you see how slow he is, right? Where is he? Oh, you know what'd be great if I actually brought him. Oh man, this is so bad. I'm still gonna try though. All right, that's easy.
Wrong. Such a nuisance.
Hey, ZEUZ2, baby. All right, here we go. The final test. No mistakes. No mistakes here, baby. No mistakes. Let's get it. If you guys are enjoying this, I was gonna say the stream. If you guys are enjoying the thing, ooh. So, oh, she just that's why I want to change her right there. All right, so what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna purposefully We are purposely going to use his AoE if I can. And, you know, we're gonna dive deep into the depths of hell. I think, oh no, oh, okay. Yo, ooh. We're dealing with the tranquil nonsense. Don't you dare, okay. She might die, okay. It'd be like that sometimes. And he's broke. Oh wait, he's weak to ice? And he got mauled by a dog. Well. Oh, I'm about to say, I can kill? It's tranquil. Alright, dead. And you're weak to fire?
Very shocked. It is over. Oh, and again. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
22,000. Yeah, summon for that. All in all, that's kind of one of his weak points. With a very slow attack speed, he's going to take a while to go. He's going to be vulnerable, and all the characters are vulnerable to being broken before they get a turn, but at least some of the tanks can somewhat tank up that damage before they have to, you know, deal with it. The other benefit of him going slow is that he has dark element, so a couple of your characters could possibly die, and then he'll gain the mana enough to do stuff. But the issue with it though is that the base damage on that skill, even if it was to crit, and maybe if he has crazy crit damage, maybe he can like be the new boy out there, the new guy, but it's just not going to be doing too much. All right, so I think this is one of those stages where they have a buff, so I can show you guys the mana absorb. Classic example, heal over time is definitely a buff in this game, and they just used it, yet and still I don't take it as the mana absorb. And as you can see here, where is the boy? Mana absorb 100% should take a buff from an enemy and gain mana off of it, but it doesn't include passive buffs, anything that's from a passive. So I need to find a stage where the character uses a buff on purpose. All right, so she has the blessing of the deer, so we should be able to see it when she goes for that. I'll capture it for you. We can even see the damage on this, right? To see how many how it ticks. Crit there, 5,000. Okay, there it is. There's the buff. Nope, he still got his barrier, and he still has this protect. It's very weird how it works, man. It's very weird. It removes one buff. I didn't get a buff. I just used my S3, right? So I just used all my mana, and I didn't get anything from that. Like, I should have removed at least one buff, and I didn't get that one buff that this character was supposed to bring out, which is right here. Blessing of the Blue Deer grants a barrier of 1% of all max health to the back row allies, and I didn't get shit out of that. It needs to be fixed. Needs to be fixed. So yeah, definitely 100% needs to be fixed in order for this character to have a surviving chance, and for any mana absorb character, to be honest. The only character I've seen it work on was, like, I guess maybe it only works on single target buffs, which would be terrible. There's abysmal amount of that. Ooh, if it only worked on single target buffs, that's gonna be terrible. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the character. Hope you guys like the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's been helping me out. We are so close to 3,000. It would mean the world to me if we can hit that 3K. Anyway, just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.